Way you go.
Good morning. Been waiting for this day for about 12 months almost. So we've finally officially got our product in New Zealand. We've got our warehouse in New Zealand. We've got our pricing. We've got our pricing in New Zealand dollars, although we're still purchasing and so buying and getting paid in USD. And that will happen up until July. So that won't change for now, which is fine by us. So everything we've been in lots of talks all night, actually up until about 3 a.m. I was chatting to Tyler. We were making sure that everything on the website was congruent, was matching. So we've got a lot of exciting things to share about the New Zealand market. And has anybody actually seen the new price list or the new prices just yet? Give us a hand raise if you've got an idea, or if you're kind of coming in. Okay, great, Emma. Yep. So the price list has been printed. It's been produced by Vidify. And that one is available probably, if it's not in your back office just yet, it will be available in your back office soon. So we are going to take you through the website first, and then some resources that we've put together for you. So that's probably a good order to do it in, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to share our screen. And hang on, sorry, I'm going to get a different website up first. Give me 1 second. That's the one I want. That one. Okay, so we're going to share. Oopsies. Oh, it's already sharing. Can you guys see this? Give us a thumbs up. You can
Yes.
see vidifyglobal.com/Akasha. Yep.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, so right now in your website, so when you go onto your Vidify website, which is what you get when you sign up as an entrepreneur, you get a fully functioning website, which also is works as a shop. So we haven't in New Zealand been able to use our shop link up until now because we didn't have product in the country. So when you go onto your website, as a customer would see your website, this notice comes up first. So the first thing that you'll see is a light box that comes up with a pricing notice that all prices are in USD and do not include GST. GST will be included at checkout. So this is great. So everybody's clear about that. So it's the first thing that anybody will see when they come onto your website. So for a customer coming onto your website, what they will see is your details. I'll just move that out of the way. Up here on the top left. So you give them your link and they know how to contact you. They know who you are. And what we're asking people to do, obviously, if they're residents of New Zealand, is to click on the drop-down box and select the New Zealand flag. Normally, it will just automatically be on the New Zealand flag, but just in case, let them know. And when they come over here to the shop and they shop all products, the view that they will get is the retail price of the products in USD, less GST. So these figures look a little bit odd, but that's because they haven't had the GST component, the 15% added on. So these are actually the lowest price that we were able to really work with corporate.
Can I just add that anyone that's taking notes is that Rebecca has done this in a format for you to be able to read. So don't panic thinking, no, you've got to write a whole bunch of notes right now. So you'll see them soon. So
what your customer has the option of doing is having a look at all products here, just the Nanofy and the Curcumin Plus, or just the savings packs. So there's a really big push in New Zealand now with savings packs. So what corporate have been able to do is really shave a lot off multi-buys, multiple packs, and things like wellness ship, which we'll touch on. So you can see here that this is in USD, a single price. So if your customer wants to buy a single bottle of Nanofy, they just simply click on there. It comes up in their cart. It's shipping to Auckland, New Zealand, because obviously this is where I'm located. Now here you've got the option to have just a single purchase, or you can add it as a wellness ship to get even better savings. So you're actually saving 10% if you are ordering regularly as a wellness ship. Okay, so You can order multiple bottles and put that through as a wellness ship. You can customize your own wellness ship. But really what we're encouraging everybody to do, especially if you're a distributor, is to get on a wellness ship, because you get massive savings, you get free delivery, and it guarantees and ensures that you have your QV, your qualifying volume, every single month, so that you can be entitled to Vita points and also for your life converted qualification. So the checkout process is really simple. Just here with the wellness ship, if you'd like to, you can select when you want that wellness ship to start. So it will start the same day as today's order in a month from now, or you can customize the date. So that's all fantastic. The descriptions are all updated. You've got some really cool images here, which are supportive. Obviously, the whole website is having a redo. So in the next few months, we're going to see a completely new front office. But for now, we're really happy with what they've been able to do. So simply just add it to the cart and then continue to cart, and the checkout process is pretty simple. And what you'll see comes up here is the subtotal. Okay, so we've got 1 bottle of Nanofy, the subtotal. If we proceed to checkout, we should get the tax component. Of course, now somebody needs to sign in with an email. So I'll just sign in with one I created the other day as a customer. So okay, we've got motorcycles. Okay, not robots. Okay, so as a customer, by signing in with an email address, they'll be prompted for that. They will then be able to create their customer account. So it's pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated. Oops, what have I done? 1 second. I know what I've done. I've got the numbers.
Any complicated things to remember password?
And of course, if you forget, you just click forget password and you go again.
Cool.
So here we go. I'm not going to save it for this one. So here we see, here is the breakdown now. So the GST component is here. And oh gosh, what have I even ordered? I've got a 3-pack in there that I don't want. That's all right. Okay, so I've got a subtotal, the $10 flat rate shipping, and the GST component in there, and then that would be the total, okay? And then, of course, it's just as simple as adding...
that GST component is for the 46. So.
Yeah, credit card. That was actually sitting in my cart earlier. So I'm not sure how I would update that, but anyway, you won't be as complicated as what I'm doing it. So it's a pretty straightforward process, okay? And then the GST is listed there as a separate charge. Now, of course, if you're a distributor, you get to, there's lots of tax benefits to having a home-based business. So it's a really good idea to keep that, that GST component sort of as a separate charge. So I'm just going to go home here. I'm going to log out of Joe Blogs, and hopefully that's pretty clear and straightforward. We'll come back to the screen in just a second. But what I'm doing now is I'm going to sign in as a distributor to my own account. So what I have to make sure that I do is up the top now, because I've signed in as Joe Blogs, that account is now up in the address bar. Okay, so what I want to do is I can override that with my own username, and hopefully this will work fine. So now what I've got up in the address bar is vidifyglobal.com/Akasha, which is my username. And I can tell that this is my account now because I have my details up the top and not Joe Blogs. So as it is, when this is showing as my account, what that looks like is this is great for customers. They can just come on here. They know who I am. They know who their contact person is, who their referrer is for the product. But if I go in here and I sign in, then I'm signing into my own website to access product at wholesale. Okay. So this would be the same as going into your back office and putting in an order. But now we can, if we choose to, we can do everything through the website, which is kind of nice. So here I know that I'm signed in, and if I select the little drop down here, I can log out. I can also track my orders or see what I've purchased before. So I'm just moving this thing out of the way. It keeps getting in my way. Okay, so as a distributor now, I make sure that I've got the New Zealand flag selected, because if there was any other flag up there, I would only get that country's products showing up in my shop. Okay, so now that the New Zealand flag is selected, when I go into shop all products, what I get is the distributor pricing. So for instance, where are we here? One single Nanofy is $27.83 USD. So if I click on that one and I say just this once, add it to the cart, continue to the cart over here. And what have I done? I've ordered 4. They were in my cart before. Okay, so a single bottle, I've got the GST component and I've got my free shipping over here. Oh, sorry, not my free shipping, my $10 shipping charge. Okay. One really good thing to know is that if you are going to get multiple bottles, please buy it as a savings pack. So these savings packs over here for distributors are actually, they look like about 20% discount. Okay, so for instance, in a 12 pack of Nanofy, you're actually buying 10 and getting 2 free. And in a 25 pack of Nanofy, you're buying 20 and getting 5 for free. So these work out to really, really good prices. And I'm going to go through that with you in just a second. So pretty simple, but if you buy it as a savings pack, so let me just add that one there to the cart. Okay. We go to continue to the cart. Hopefully, if I just take that one out, that single bottle of Nanofy, yes, I do want to delete that one. So what I've got now is just this savings pack, so 12 Nanofy. And what you'll see is if I proceed to the checkout, so I've got the tax component there, the GST component, and I'm not sure why it's still charging the shipping. We have to look into just making sure that these things are running smoothly. They've just literally updated all this overnight. So anything that doesn't look right, just report it to us and we'll get it back to IT. That technically, I think, oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Shipping is included unless you order it on a wellness ship. So there's a $10 shipping fee for this product. If I was to go back and put that in as a wellness ship order, then that $10 shipping fee would disappear and I would get free shipping every single month on whatever I ordered as a wellness ship. So I'm going to stop the share and just come back to the screen and just see if there's anybody that has any particular questions about this part of the website, the ordering process, the product prices at the moment.
Sorry.
There was one in the chat from Joanne, but I think we sorted it out. Just to confirm that the GST figures are also in USD because everything is just a percentage.
Yes,
Correct.
it's 15%. Yeah, in USD. Yep, Judy.
Yeah, so with the QV, we need to have 100 points. So therefore, we need to order four single bottles a month to cover that, right?
Yep.
On wellness ship. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And there isn't a package of 4, is it? It comes in packages of 3 or 12 or 1,
it's
right?
actually a package of 3 and 3, which is 150 QV, for which you get 1 Vita point as well. I'll show you that. I don't think they've uploaded that just yet. We were hoping that it would be done by our call, but they are trying to integrate the wellness ship into our back office and front office. So if you order it as a wellness ship, you'll get free shipping and also 10% off whatever the total of the price is. So if you ordered 4 bottles of Nanofy, you'd get them at 10% off, plus you'd save the $10 US flat shipping fee.
But are you saying, did I hear you say that if you order 3 and 3, you get a Vita point? Because that would give you 12 Vita points a year. That's actually amazing as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there is an incentive there to order 150 QV in a month.
Yeah.
And that pack will be a specific pack that is for entrepreneurs, but for customers will save massively. So let me show you now some of the savings and break down some of the prices, because it's a lot to take in, especially when you see the prices on the website in USD minus GST. They're not round figures. It's kind of, a bit confusing.
And obviously they're subject to what the exchange rate is. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I wanted to, before you go into screen share, I was going to ask you that, loosely speaking, because I think people that have been doing this are going to want to compare. Have you come up with present day exchange figures? That's what it has to be based on. We were paying approximately $45 New Zealand per Nanofy bottle and $50 New Zealand per Curcumin Plus.
Yep.
Have you kind of loosely translated how that's landing in these case scenarios?
Yeah, I have, and I'll show you that now.
Talking to Rebecca, remember?
Okay, so what we really wanted to do also for the New Zealand opening was provide everybody with some really, really good, useful, helpful resources, so they can go out there into the market. You do it.
No, I just wanted to read this.
Oh, okay. Introduced Amy Watts, Nick Scott. Okay, amazing. Thanks, Sam. Great to have you on. Okay. Okay, so here we've done a breakdown. Okay, so surprise, surprise, we are in, I might just need to see some faces here so I can gauge what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody this link. We are in the process of building a beautiful website so that for people that aren't on Facebook, they can access all these resources. And for everybody, they have downloadable resources, they have updating resources, and we're just going to go really next level with what we've been doing to support our team so far. So we'll give you this link. On this page at the moment, there are only 3 New Zealand resources. You'll see this updating each week, and we hope to have the website launched by the 1st of April, just in time for the new tax year in New Zealand. Yay! Okay, so we're going to have lots of helpful info on tax stuff and running a business, of course, and as much as we can put in there, we will. So here on this page here, this resource is, let me just take you through this right now. Oops, I'm just going to start that one over. Okay, so hopefully you can see this screen.
Judy, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you see
Yeah,
that?
great. So
Awesome.
this is the New Zealand price list for March 2024. And in each of these, so these will be downloadable PDFs. They're not quite yet because we're still tweaking them. And they can also be used to present to train your teams. Okay, so these resources will be on every single topic imaginable pertaining to basic information, business information, and then diamond leaders information. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So in this document, we'll have New Zealand retail and wholesale, wellness ship, and New Zealand savings packs information. Oopsies. Hang on.
Sorry. I'm doing a Saturday.
What are you
What
doing?
actually am I doing?
I need faces.
Really? Why is it doing that?
Hang on. 1 second. That's better. Alrighty. So here we go. Maybe not. Good. Okay, so here's the contents of what's in this PDF. We've got all the things in there that you could need to know about the pricing for New Zealand. So here's an overview, and we're just talking here about the incredible deal for entrepreneurs with the savings packs. So over here in the purple, talking about the 12 packs, buy 10, get 10 free, 25 packs, buy 20, get 5 free, all the details about the wellness shipping, wellness ship, etc., and the 3-month qualifying packs. So you'll be able to read this at your leisure, but also customers can now enjoy the benefits of its US $10 flat rate nationwide shipping and handling. So a lot of people say, oh, that's shipping, you know, we can go to New Zealand Post and we can ship for $7 or $9, but there's also a handling fee that's included in that. So this is a logistics company that has to outsource. They have to, you know, pick and pack the product, and so that's why we have a $10 fee. But there's certainly ways around paying the shipping, right? So if you're ordering multiple products, then you're getting free shipping, or if you're doing it on a wellness ship, you're getting free shipping. So we've got, we start here with Nanify. So a little bit of a description about what Nanify is. Now, this is customer recommended retail pricing. And what we've done here is we've put the New Zealand conversion. Now, this is a guide based on 1.6. I'm not sure what the rate is today. It's probably.
We're not sure, because when we had the meeting with Shane the other day, he provided us with a Excel spreadsheet of how he had worked everything out. And at that stage, it was at 1.6. So as is the case with the back office, okay? So, I mean, we were chatting about this the other day, saying it's a marginal headache to have, considering what we all went through. So between now and July, obviously they will fluctuate a little bit with the exchange rate. So
yeah, but we wanted to give everybody a measure, like you're asking, Jen. So for a customer, a single bottle of Nanofy is about $89 New Zealand. Now, this is based on 1.6 week. It actually, we've seen it become cheaper than that. But the order price on the website will be US $46.09 plus GST. So you know what you're paying on the website, but you also know roughly what the value is. And then you can see here with a 3-pack, you're saving 10%. So that price drops down to about $77 a unit from $89. And a 4-pack as well, it's about $77 a unit. So on each page here, we'll go through. The next one for customers is the Curcumin Plus, and the single bottle is about $99 New Zealand. This includes GST, okay? So the New Zealand price here includes GST. So you can see that they were able to keep the prices slightly under what we were already charging, like by $1, but they were able to actually include the GST. And then of course there's the $10 shipping, but if that's ordered on a wellness ship, then there's no shipping fee. So even if it's 1 or 2 bottles on a wellness ship, they won't pay a shipping fee. So you can see how they've been able to really start to shave the prices down. So a 3-pack goes down to $89 a unit, and 4-pack around about the same for Curcumin Plus. Now for entrepreneurs, we've got the startup kit prices. So this is New Zealand pricing across the board for customers and entrepreneurs. So you've got the kit 250. The New Zealand price for the kit 250 is about $550 New Zealand. And that looks like on average about $61 a bottle New Zealand. When you're getting a kit 500, New Zealand price is about $1,000. It's about $55 per unit on average. Now, of course, you've got the Nanofy and the Curcumin Plus have different prices, but when you average that out, that's the price that you're paying. Of course, you could work it out individually if you wanted to, but that would have been too complicated. And then the kit 1250, you can see that this massive, reduction. So it's about $44 a bottle with a kit 250. But you know that when you go on and order that, you're going to be paying US $1,200 plus GST, and it does include the shipping. So I've tried to be as detailed and accurate on these documents as possible, and I can update these at any time, and they will automatically update in that link that you'll be given, so that if there's any changes that are made, they'll be always updating, and they'll be always current and hopefully on point. So of course, if there's anything you notice, let me know. And little notes down here that the prices are inclusive of GST, the New Zealand prices, based on the current exchange rate of 1.6. Kits include shipping, and then a little bit about the bonuses to enrollers, $60, $120 and $250. And of course, then just over here, what the kits contain, 500 QV. We used to say PV a lot, but QV is actually the correct term. It's qualifying volume. PV is personal volume, but QV is the actual volume attributed to the kit. So you know what you're getting in each kit, and you've got the prices there as well. When we move into the individual prices or the individual product for entrepreneurs, a single bottle of Nanofy looks like about $52, okay. But when you're getting it in a 25-pack, for instance, that's coming down to $41.60, including GST, okay? So, and if you're in business for yourself, of course, there's a lot of, some of you might be able to claim GST back. We'll be looking more into not advising, because we're not accountants, but just providing some support for business builders.
Yeah, just a reminder of the post that I put up a few days ago that was great help from Wendy. I know, Wendy, you're on the call here, and we put up there about a document from IRD. That's if you're super serious in that regard.
Yep.
And you're looking to really drive this as a business. So we've got a lot of great options there and support for people.
Yep. So we love this. And of course, any of these items that you purchased as a wellness ship, you would get the free shipping. So, you're looking at you could get this 25-pack for 20% less and free shipping. So for people that have clinics, that have businesses, retailing, that's a fantastic option. Okay, so then we've got the Curcumin Plus, same thing, 12-pack, 25-pack. So these are called savings packs. And you can see the price going down from $60 New Zealand a unit to $50.83 and then $48.80. And of course, that is subject to fluctuation. That's why we've got the US fixed prices on the website, ex GST. Okay. The Entrepreneur 3-month pack, we all love this guy because it's a sort of set and forget for 3 months, and it ensures that you are qualified. However, what was happening before was the wellness ship pack that was 150 QV, which has been brought in, was giving you 1 Vita point. What corporate have decided to do with the 3-month qualifying pack is also give you 1 Vita point per month for 3 months, which is very generous. So you get 120 QV a month for 3 months with this guy. The order price is $360 US plus GST, which looks like when you break that down to a unit average, it's $44. So really you'd be looking at the Nanofy being around about 10% less than the Curcumin Plus generally. But when you've got products of the same volume, then it's easier just to average it out. So this is a fantastic option still, and you know, encouraging all of your entrepreneurs to be on Wellness. There's just too many benefits with Vita point accumulation too. When you accumulate 25 Vita points, and you accumulate Vita points through obviously Wellness, customer purchases, enrolling people as an entrepreneur, reaching a rank, having somebody that you've enrolled reach the Rapid Pro. There's a list in the back office of all the ways you can accumulate Vita points. As soon as you hit 25 points, you are eligible to have all of your accommodation and meals paid for at the trips, the Vitafy trips yearly. There's usually a couple a year. So that's a fantastic incentive there. Now, the Wellness, this is brand new for us, and we're so excited about Wellness because if we can get everybody who's purchasing a startup kit to get on Wellness so they know they're covered, and it saves explaining. And also for customers, the incentive is that if they like the product, they're happy to be regular customers of the product, then they just get an order every single month, gets shipped out. We love Global Access has been fantastic. We put an order in the other day, we got it in 2 days. There was, and now I think they're pretty much just seamlessly shipping out orders. There was a few test runs that they were doing for a couple of days, but everybody's pretty happy with the way that's going. So monthly orders, you can, if you're doing this as a single order, like 1 or 2 bottles of Nanofy as a Wellness ship, you're getting a 10% discount for customers. For entrepreneurs, same thing, you're getting a 10% discount. So if you bought 2 Nanofy, you'd still get them at 10% less than the usual wholesale price. And then the Entrepreneur pack is the one we were talking about. This one here is 150, that should say QV, 1 Vita point. It comes with 3 Nanofy and 3 Curcumin Plus every month. So that's about 300 New Zealand dollars, and it looks like about $50 a bottle on average. Okay, so there's lots of detail here. We just want to run through and show you where you can find the detail that you might be looking for or that customers might be looking for. We did also just put in the back here definitions of PV, QV, PQV, and CV, just so everybody actually kind of who's interested, who needs to know. Customers don't need to know, but certainly you as an entrepreneur who's out there getting customers, knowing that each product has QV and each customer purchase gives you group volume based on multiple units of QV. So you can have a look at all the kits and all the products QV, and commissionable volume is written down here. We've got the New Zealand price list here as a JPEG, so as an image, but you can download that from your back office, but we've also got a downloadable one as well. And this is really useful. We use this to calculate the GST component. So if you need to, you can just use this GST calculator. These are all clickable links. So if you see something on here that you really like, then on mobile or on your desktop, it's clickable. Okay, so that will take you to the GST calculator. And here, just a bit of a how-to retail order. So the instructions here, go to your website, make sure you've got the username, select the New Zealand flag, ensure that you are signed out. So you might be ordering for a customer, or if you're just giving them their link, you won't be signed in when they get your link, so don't worry about that. Click shop for all retail prices and then select the items and check out. It's pretty simple. And then the next one is wholesale ordering. So if you are wanting to order for yourself through your website and not your back office, then again, New Zealand Flag, make sure you log in with your email and password, shop for wholesale prices, and then check out. So pretty simple. And frequently asked questions. We'll be adding to these as they come up. So
Yeah, and if you feel like there's something that should be there, can you let us know?
Yep. A couple of things there about the 30-day money back guarantee. How does that work? So if you or your customer is not satisfied with the product, all they need to do is email customer support. So that's again a clickable link here. So that should take them straight to actually that link needs to be linked, but I'm surprised that's not working. Hang on. So email customer support and ask for a request for refund form, and then just return the product to our local warehouse here in Auckland.
You'll get instructions. And for you new people that are on board, there's always that question about the email going, should it be .com? No, it is .co.co.
Yep.
Okay.
And also here, so this is a good one, how to track my parcel. Just not sure. Oops, sorry guys. Hang on a second. Okay, a couple of links I have to update here. Back office links, but Global Access has their own tracking, and all you do is put your order number in it. So you don't need to get, and actually your tracking number is your order number now, which is so much easier. So you just put your order number into that. I'll show you that in just a second. Generally, products arrive in 2 to 5 business days. SymBioFi, you've noticed that SymBioFi is not available in New Zealand, and it's not even in the back office anymore. So we're working with Shane on how New Zealand entrepreneurs and customers might be able to use the US site to order SymBioFi, but at the moment you can't go in and change your country. So we're not sure about SymBioFi. So if you have a lot of stock of SymBioFi, it's going to become like gold, I'd say, really soon. Okay. And now we've got troubleshooting. That's coming soon. The other thing we've got is these beautiful resources. So on each of these PDFs and resource booklets, you'll find related booklets. We'll come back to this one. So this is the distributor enrollment guide, how to enroll somebody step by step for everybody that ever needs to know. And the last thing we've got here, which is fantastic, is quick links. So at the end of each one of these resource booklets, you'll find clickable quick links. So here, this is how to get to your Vidify website, how to log into your back office. It takes you straight there. The email for customer support is right here, and it's clickable. So you don't have to worry. It's written down here as well so that people know what it is if they want to sort of self-educate. Medical advice. Here's the Parcels app. So for instance, if you want to track your order, you click that link and I'll just show you. It'll just take you straight to Parcels app.
Just the difference is there, you saw Global Access as New Zealand. And because obviously some of you have team members in Australia and around the world, Parcels app is the one to utilize.
Yep. And Disruptive Wellness, our Telegram group with all our science, our YouTube channel, our Zoom link for our Monday night calls. It's here and it's clickable. So you just click on that and it'll take you straight to the Zoom link, and the hub, of course. Now here's the link to our beautiful new website, which I'll do in just a second. But I just wanted to go back to this resource, take you through this one really quickly, and then we'll come back to the questions. So this one here, so when you see these documents, you can just run through them down here. You can just, if you want to just kind of have a quick, look at what's in there, but I'll just full screen it for you. So the enrollment guide and what's in there. Okay, so all of the, especially a lot of troubleshooting stuff is in here. So this is going to save a lot of answering questions that we have to do and training people. So one document, they get the link for it, they take themselves through this process. A little bit of info for resellers about, our labeling and how the product can be marketed through a number of channels, in-store, online, private practice, direct to public, website links for seamless transactions. So not too much info, but just enough. So how to get started with your enrollment, go to the referrer's website, select the New Zealand flag, ensure the referrer is signed out. So don't have this going on here. You need to have this going on. Pretty simple. The enrollment steps, click enroll, select become an entrepreneur, enter your email address of the new distributor. This will be used for their Vidify account. Pretty simple. Entering the account details, including password, create a username, add the address details, including the region. So I put region because, you know, obviously when you're doing an enrollment, it asks for state, and in New Zealand, states aren't really a thing. I've you know,
Yeah.
come to understand. So it's region. Sometimes people get a little bit confused about that. And the next one is tax number. So as Wendy, thank you so much, Wendy, for all your help around that. Wendy is a trained accountant. We don't need to enter IRD numbers or tax identification numbers. You can just put 9 random digits in this field here if you choose. So, and this is good because sometimes when you're signing up somebody else, you don't have their IRD number with you, and that puts a delay on it. So you can just put 9 random digits. Vidify doesn't need your IRD number. It's basically, we'll work with Wendy hopefully to produce something of an educational document around this as well. And then just the country code for the phone number, and then select your credit card billing. Okay, so pretty simple. And then choose your startup kit. So now with New Zealand, you've got your own, we've got our own page of New Zealand kits only, which is really helpful. This process is so easy, guys, without all the flower mound, the hacks that we used to have to do. And what you'll find here is that as you're going through this enrollment process, the reason this is circled is because Joe Bloggs now has his own account and website connected with you through that one email address. So we wanted to just sort of educate people a little bit as well while they're going through the process. What do they need to know? What are they looking out for? Because it's all brand new for a lot of people. So we would love your feedback on how simple this is when you start using it, and whether your team and your new distributors find this easy to just you know, self-educate. Okay, and then just selecting your kit. Wellness ship, we've said for now, select no thanks. We are hoping that today the wellness ship options will be up on the site when somebody's enrolling. So I'll of course update the document as soon as that happens. And then just the review part at the end, showing people that they can edit any details using this little arrow if required. And finalizing the purchase, making sure that the billing must match the credit card exactly, reading and agreeing with the terms, and then processing the payment. Okay. And the frequently asked questions, there'll be probably a whole lot more of these, but can the email address, username and password be changed later? Yes, it can. Can the name on the account be changed? So these are questions a lot of people ask when they're signing up. They get nervous about putting in a username because they think, what if I want to change my mind? Mm-hmm. Yes, you can change your username, but you can't, the identity details can't be changed by us. They have to be done by customer support. The reason that is because they don't want anybody to be able to go in and log in and change your identifiers, like your country or your name, because you know, these are it's private information, of course, but it's also for tax purposes. You don't want so not anybody can just go and change those identity details. If you move country, can you update your address? You have to again go to Vidify customer support for that. Is PayPal available in New Zealand? Not yet. We're still hoping to hear about a pay in 4 option. We haven't yet. I know Shane's over in Prague at the moment. They've got an event there, so he'll let us know, I'm sure, as soon as something comes up. But as soon as that's there, we'll be updating these documents, so they'll be regularly transmitting the right information. How many Vidify accounts can I have? This is another one. So in New Zealand, it's possible to have 1 business and 1 personal account per person, providing they have different IRD, tax or business numbers. Family members over 18 and spouses can also have a couple of accounts, providing they exist in the same sponsor tree. So if you were to enroll your husband and then your husband had a business name that he wanted to enroll in, that business would need to be enrolled under him. It couldn't go on a separate leg of yours that your husband wasn't part of. Okay, that's what a sponsor tree means. And can you use the same email address? No, you can't. So again, hopefully people read these frequently asked questions and they can answer them themselves a lot of the time. There are 4 troubleshooting slides here. What happens if your enrollment isn't completed? People, you know, get very stressed about that and don't realize that they can, once that new account and website's been created for Joe Bloggs, and say, you get logged out or the internet crashes or, something happens, you can just go to that address and continue. You'll be asked and you'll be prompted. You can continue and complete that enrollment. So again, very simple steps to complete the enrollment. Troubleshooting too. What happens if you can't enroll the new distributor because you're still logged into your account? So I can't see all the hands, but if I said hands up, who's done this before? Try to enroll somebody and it says, oh my God, you're already an entrepreneur. It's because you haven't logged out of your own account. You're trying to enroll somebody when you're logged in. And what that looks like for the system can't can't connect to websites at the same time. So if there's already a website that's open and signed in, a new one can't be created. So you have to sign out of that original one, but as you're doing your enrollment through that original website, it's connected to you. So you must sign out. So again, just troubleshooting there. Troubleshooting 3, if you're really struggling to log out and it just won't clear, you can clear your cookies or your cache. You could also open an incognito window. So by pressing on a Mac, it's Command-Shift-N. That opens a brand new incognito window where there's no history there. You won't have any competing information, competing websites that have been opened in that window before, because that's usually what causes the problem, is that if there's a history there of multiple websites and the last one hasn't logged out. So
can I just add to this for people that are not computer savvy is where the hell is cookies and cache? So you see on the little circle there, the yellow circle, just to the left of the address, the beautifyglobal.com, you'll see now different sites.
Zoom in.
Okay, you can see. Oh, you can't. Okay, this is Safari, if I'm right.
This is
Brave.
Brave. I think this is
Okay.
Brave.
So it's the same for every page you'll use. So click on the in this case, you've got 2 little bars with a little circle. Click on that and you will see cookies and cache will appear, and relative to the beautifyglobal.com. Okay, it gives you an option to delete that and then press on those. Okay, just
bin those.
bin those.
Just clear it.
Yeah.
And then you'll be fresh to
Yeah.
start again.
Generally will fix your issue if you're finding that you can't move forward.
Because computers deal with information. They have to have very specific instructions to perform tasks. And if you're like me, you've often got a lot of windows open. You've got a lot of passwords that you've been using, lots of saved information. And so sometimes if there's too much of that, the computer won't understand what the instruction is that you're giving. So if you just clear it, then you can kind of reset that. Okay, so pretty simple. And this one here, if it's a failed payment or a payment error. So a lot of people get to the last part of the enrollment and then the credit card doesn't go through, or they might receive some funny error message. And, kind of, again, it causes a lot of distress. You can simply log into the back office, go to orders, order history, and rerun that payment or update your card details. So I will update these images soon so that I can accurately reflect that. But so we've tried to just kind of cover everything. Okay, so again, at the end of each one of these slide shares, there will be the relevant resources. And again, there are clickable links, which we're very excited about, and these quick links. So again, play around with this. I will be double checking it today. We put this together kind of in a hurry, as always, because we wanted to get everything done for everybody. But here's a sneak preview of our website. And again, you won't be able to access very much at the moment, but it's going to be unbelievable. So we're on a really large screen here. We've got a huge Mac, but what we'll be looking at is having sections for all about the technology, a section for product information, testimonials, a store where you can purchase banners, brochures, etc. Site members, you'll be able to have your own card, your own member profile card, where people, your customers, if you choose, can go there click on your link and go to your shop and buy your product. So this is going to be unbelievable. We're working really hard on this to have a great community of resources. There'll be a section for customers. So there'll be customer care pack there for them so they can understand what they need to know about, the Vidify products. A section for retailers. So a section with supportive information about how we can help retail, whether that's, any advertising, marketing materials, what retailers need to know, great, booklets for practitioners, etc. Obviously, the entrepreneurs is the big one for most of us here. This will be everything you need to know about how to get, from pro to senior to all the way up to diamond and beyond, and all the different trainings we'll have. This is going to be phenomenal. We will certainly have a diamond club, so a bit more of an exclusive section of the website for members who really are very committed to, going all the way and helping create some history, and a section for downloads, so we can share files with each other. We'll have a forum on there. We're going to have members only chats and groups and all kinds of stuff. So
It's going to be huge.
Watch this space.
Honestly.
And now what I'm going to do is just stop the share and come back before I do talk about brochures and gifts.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Hopefully that's everyone putting yay.
It's mostly cheerleading and pom-poms.
Oh, because when we're going through a screen share, we actually can't see anybody, so we're just talking to a blank screen, hoping for the best. So it's
Oh wow, you literally so many good. Oh, thanks. We thought we'd be bombarded with questions, but
no questions. It's wonderful. So yeah, watch this space. We are hoping to have the website launched by the 1st of April, right in time for the new financial year. The hub's going to be massively updated, of course, and all the resources are going to be offline as well, so that people don't have to be members of the hub. They can access those as well. Lots of downloadable PDFs and things like that. Just quickly, what was I going to say? Oh, just one more thing I forgot to show you on the link we've got here for okay. This is just a page in the website, but just so that you can access what you need for now. And this one here is a downloadable document. So you know how it's really tricky often finding what you need, and people say it's in the hub, go to the search, it's under files, it's here and there. This is going to be so obvious for everybody that all the documents, everything you need is going to be available as a clickable, downloadable PDF. So what you can do, so for instance, you download the New Zealand price list, and then if you wanted to share that with somebody, so you can download it up here, you can print it out, and if you click on here, what can you do there? Nothing. Hang on. I've lost my share button. Anyway, you'll be able to share documents directly and link. So we're thinking of everything that we possibly can. So of course, all your feedback is welcome. Now,
Will we have like a way to sort of test pilot this month? Some of us.
Nice try.
I'd like to give you feedback. It's
Sure.
all for you.
sure, sure. On the last day of the month, Jen. Yeah, of course. As we're going through it, we'll be ironing it out and asking for feedback, of course, and hopefully everyone just agrees, because it's hard when everybody has different opinions about things. But generally, we're just trying to create some really clean, beautiful resources that speak to everybody, that can be scalable, duplicatable, that make our jobs easier for every one of us. Imagine just being able to sort of, link somebody, something that's going to take them 2 minutes to read through, give them all the answers that they need, and find ways of conveying information. Like this is really what we're kind of moving into the next step. So how do we convey information that is easy to understand for everybody and really user-friendly? So thanks. A couple of things. I know we're kind of running out of time. Is there anything you want to say before I get into this?
What are you going to get into?
That
Okay. I just wanted to run back on the pricing. Like the company, this is something that we could potentially leverage. I was thinking about this in terms of like a business strategy, right? Because One of the we've covered this a few times before, but I'll bring it up again. So the main things that happen when a network marketing company does open in a specific country. So obviously, I still know we're in pre-launch, but generally pre-launch, everyone jumps in. You've got the prices at a set price, say in the US dollar. Is they get into the market and then GST gets added on top, and then logistic prices get added on top of that. So 25-30% is the standard increase that you will see in a company that comes into market. Of course, that impacts your business, crazily. A lot of people go, well, I can't afford that anymore. So what I want to try to get at is how Vidify has been able to listen to what we've put to them and have come back and actually exceeded our expectations by a long way. And that's something I feel that you can actually utilize, because to realize that you actually are in with a company that did actually want to listen, is happy to listen to the leaders, listen to their feedback about the actual market that you're in. So we're not just being treated as a blanket opportunity for Vidify. They've said, what is it you need? And they have certainly exceeded our expectations. Like I've been actually flabbergasted, and it's taken a lot of backward and toing and froing. But boy, this just opens up 2024 for us in a big way. And I know we spoke about what are the resources that can now start to reflect, you guys growing your business more effortlessly or in flow, as Stephen says. And we feel the website kind of does match that, where we feel like this is going to go. And again, we're still in pre-launch, so far out.
Crazy.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that before you add that.
Amazing. Yep. So we have 5 months till the launch. A couple of things. I will share this one. Please, if you haven't already, think about where am I here? Think about not the price list. Think about this one. Now, I don't know if that's going to change. Can you see that? Save the dates.
Is this the Eventbrite? Can you see it?
Hang on. I'm just
Hang on.
somebody else.
Anyone else? Jen, can you see that?
Yeah, it's showing.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
absolutely.
Okay.
Alrighty. So this is the Vidify launch New Zealand in July. A lot of us are doing Gold Coast and coming back to Auckland. So we're hoping to hear about which venue they decide on. I think it's going to be the Royal Pines in the Gold Coast. It's got a beautiful golf course there. We looked at, I think it was 4 nights was about $700 for accommodation for 2.
That was an Airbnb.
No, it's actually the Royal Pines. So we'll update you as soon as we know. Don't worry, we'll get it out.
Just want to add on that real quick. Sorry, you're in New Zealand. So the Australia one, the Gold Coast one,
This one.
if you're thinking of going, we want to get information as quickly as possible about where it's going to be, because it's actually their school holidays. So we want to, if you are keen on going, we want to get this booked as quickly as possible, because obviously the prices will start to go up.
Yep. So that's Australia and the New Zealand one. So just reminding you, get some tickets. There's still early bird tickets available. So I know they've sold already about 200 for Australia and probably about 70 for New Zealand, which is great. New Zealand venue, originally we were hoping to hold 500, but now it's 350. So it'll be really first in, first served with that. Now I'm going to come back to the screen. A couple of things. So I noticed that people are putting in the chats how many people they have on the call. It's fantastic. Great effort. Lynette's got 3. Is that right? Jen, you've got 3. Is that right?
Yes, that's true.
And Joe, you've got a couple. You've got 2. Anybody
3.
reading that?
Ooh.
Oh, you've got 3. So we've got 3 people with 3 on the call. And sorry, we are limiting this to New Zealand because I knew Denise would just win at everything. So. Fantastic. I know, Mark, you must have a couple on here too. You've got Liz, you've got so we have a couple of special things that we wanted to do. In this box here, I have 9 bottles of product. And what I really wanted to do is I'm going to give those of you with 3 people on the call the option of having a bundle of brochures. I'm going to show you those in just a second, or having each people who's in your team on this call have product to send out to somebody. We'll send it for you to gift to somebody who they think might really either benefit or like to join them on the journey. We'll send it with brochures. We'll send the product on your behalf. We've got 9 bottles to send out. So, sometimes you're thinking, oh, I'd love to just gift somebody a bottle or just get that person started or just expose them. So we'll do that for you. So with those 3 of you, Lynette, Jen and Joe, and I'm pretty sure Marg, you must have a couple, you're going to have to make a decision about whether you want brochures or whether you want product for your team to send out to their, to gift to their contacts. So what are you choosing?
Joanna said, I would like my awesome 3 to get.
Amazing.
Oh, same. Like,
nice.
like as if that's a choice.
You're the same?
What's that? Yep.
As if that was a choice. Definitely empower my team
Right.
for it.
Fantastic.
So what happens? Can I just
Um,
say what happens with the brochures?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to show you the brochures now.
Where do
So, sorry, so Joe, you're going to have 3 bottles. And if you can get to me the names of the people you want these sent out to, so either your teammates or your teammates can nominate someone they want us to post these out to on their behalf.
If you've got someone you think would really benefit from the product, like, the testimonial that Rebecca did last year was she sent out 3 bottles to people that she thought really needed them.
12 bottles, and each one of them joined the business somewhere in my team. So,
So we actually have an outright winner here.
Marg has 5. All right, Marg, we'll deal with you separately.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So Jen, you want 3 bottles going to your, so you let me know whether they're going to your team or your team's nominating people to gift.
Okay.
3 bottles. And Lynette, did you know yet, or you want to check the brochures first? Lynette? She's frozen.
She's frozen.
By the looks of it. All right, we'll wait for Lynette to answer. So I'm going to show you, Jess has got a special going for March. Obviously, our website is going to be full of fantastic resources. She's just great at what she does. So everything we can to support everybody's growth and duplication. So now I'm coming to a page here. Okay, this one.
Yeah, just shut it.
I'm just going to shut that down. Can you guys see this page?
There's 15% off all.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fantastic. So this is a sample of a resource, but Jess has been working on some beautiful brochure designs here. And this one in particular is, I'll just show you what this one looks like. And actually this is customizable now. So you can select the type of header that you want on your brochure. You can select, obviously, if you want to customize any text or have any images yourself. She's doing all of that now. So I'll just run you through the images. Let me just see if I can get this up on a larger scale. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is just a design. So she's got a couple of variations of this brochure. Some similar information to what we've had, but a lot of this is new. Beautiful new soft colors. So you can choose from having the Vidify logo. Do you want to reduce inflammation logo or biomass technology? So this is what it looks like. And front and back. So that's gorgeous. So the process is when you're coming onto our website, you'll be able to just select your header options. So let's just say you want to select option 1 with Vidify, option 2 with inflammation, or option 3 with biomass technology. So let's just go with option 1 with Vidify header. And you can select, let's say 50 or 100, you can go up to 1,000. Obviously they get cheaper the more you do. You can select whether you want standard paper or premium paper. So for a lot of us, and I really want to touch on this, because if you've got a beautiful tool that's working for you that you can give out with a bottle, and we are also coming up with some other things like folders and sleeves to put information, brochures, and a bit like what a real estate agent has to give out. So really nice professional things, because we're not waiting on Vidify to produce any of that stuff. We're just going ahead and thinking ahead. So if you've got beautiful tools that you give out that speak volumes, that do the work for you, then it's really worth investing. That's what we feel anyway. So you can get standard or premium. So let's just say standard. You can customize if you want extra text on there. You can say yes or no. So let's just say we want to customize some text or add a different image or change something about the way it looks. And then here you're just putting your details exactly as they should appear on the brochure. So your QR code will be automatically added to the back. So I'll show you a photo of that in just a second. So we want your name, your phone number, your email, and your Vidify URL. And that will be either put on there as a URL or it's used as your QR code link. And then if you want any custom detail, then you just pop that in there and Jess will sort all of that out and how many you want. And then you add it to cart and Bob's your uncle. So
Just to add on you'll see a custom request in bold letters there. We certainly know Jess has got some amazing work, and she gets asked some really crazy questions sometimes about can she put this on, can she put that on? And the short answer is nothing will be done that is not within the compliance part or policies and procedures for Vidify. So I'm going to be very protective of her with that because she gets asked some crazy stuff sometimes to put on there, and quite frankly, we can't. Okay, so there's some amazing stuff there, and yeah, Jen, I know you've been utilizing them at some of the shows and so forth, and some of you have utilized those. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
getting
well, I
better,
actually have
right?
two brochures. I have two brochures going, or banners going in Dunedin, and two kinds of brochures, and everything she makes is fantastic.
Brilliant.
yeah, it's beautiful stuff. So you know, banners, large banners, medium-sized banners. She'll be doing a whole lot of new stuff. If you want t-shirts done, she'll do it. Like whatever you need. If you want tablecloths for your event. So over the next month, up until hopefully we can reveal. If it's earlier, I'd be happy. But we're aiming for April 1st. We will be working on lots of cool ideas and just really welcome your input and just new ways to help everybody. So you'll know us well enough by now. We don't do anything by halves, and you know, we're just so invested, and we are so excited to get to this point where New Zealand is open. We've done the pre-launch, most of it. You know, we're still a little bit to go, but we just see such a huge future in New Zealand specifically, and then you know, of course, the rest of the world to launch is there, but we want to so much put New Zealand on the map. We had a meeting with Tyler the other day. He said, guys, we have so much stock now. We're swimming in product. Please, let's get this moving. So we're going to do everything we can to get not just a revival in New Zealand, but actually really lead the way. So watch this space.
Joe, were you said something about Te Reo. Do you think you would like something like that in a brochure, or?
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome to have some.
You'd have to do all the translation, my dear, because I wouldn't have a clue.
Amazing.
So-
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
A quick question there from Sam about what does the launch involve? We're actually going to have the owners of the company here in July, which is fantastic, which is Shane and Laura. They're going to come down. There's going to be training. There's going to be a Q&A from the leaders, so you can ask kind of any specific questions that you want. What else is there?
Actually, maybe Jen, could you share quickly what your experience was of the soft launch and what you'll be contributing to in the official launch of Vidify and what you sell? I just want you to sell it because Jen's amazing at capturing a vision.
Okay, do you want me to share what it was to go up
Oh,
to the
well,
soft launch?
share what it's going to be based on what it was in the soft launch.
Okay, so if you can just imagine throwing a stone the size of, you know, a fifth of the palm of your hand in, you know, just a small pond and see those ripples. And now think about a boulder the size of your house inside of that maybe slightly larger pond and think about the ripples. This is the effect that you can expect from attending the launch, whether it's Australia and or Auckland. Everybody stretches their comfort zone to the max and then kind of goes a little bit beyond if they're really serious about doing this business as a primary income, that as I've seen it. So for me, it was a stretch to actually go physically to the soft launch in Auckland and bring my Nicholas and Celeste, and then Nicholas has heard that. And then now it's like, okay, now I know, okay, there's my baseline, right? So definitely the primary launch in Auckland. Nicholas and Celeste are going to be there. And then Rebecca mentioned, oh, by the way, what about you going to the Australia launch? And I went, oh, yep, here we go. So, definitely pulling a double header there. There's just nothing but value in my own level of enthusiasm and my own inner ripples that are like people can feel you at 20 paces across the room. That's definitely zhuzhed me up and kept me sourced. And in my team who's feeling that, and in my team who went, like Judy as well, this is just igniting from lived experience,
Yeah.
which you get by being there. How's that?
Oh, unbelievable. Like, honestly, just to, to wrap it up, what an opportunity. Again, we've got product here. Retailers can make $40, $50 a bottle just by sending out a link. There's no limit to how much you could retail. You could meet a lot of people that would love to have a side gig. That's simple, one product. We've got beautiful resources. Send people to the website, get them connected in. We run our Monday calls, so it's like you've really got a whole package here to change something about your life and your
I think
future.
altogether, all of us have managed to flip what happened last year. So we essentially have the opportunity in front of us to run this seamlessly, as opposed to all the headaches that we had last year, right? All of us together did that. So you've got a beautiful foundation for 2024, and it's going to get better. So
Lynette, you dropped out. You froze when we were when we were showing the brochure. Did you get to see that?
Yeah, my hotspot dropped out. I'm not sure. So if it's the brochures, if I say brochures, do they come to me?
Yep. And you can.
Or do they go to my team?
Yeah, no. They'll be for you.
Right. My thought was I need some brochures, and it's on top of my list to do. So I was thinking if I could get some brochures, and then I'll gift the 3 people on my team that on this call a bottle to give to their friend.
Awesome.
I can send it out.
Fantastic. All right. So we'll put you down for some brochures. We'll get in touch with you about customizing that for you.
Yeah.
So you go.
I was going to say, what happened with the sign-ups for February for you
Yes,
coming
well,
to?
we're still waiting. Nobody's put their sign-ups down under the form, so we don't know where we're going yet.
Oh, I've got 3.
So you got 3. Who else got some?
Celeste has 1.
Yep. Anyone else? No one wants us?
Are you kidding me? I'm still
my
hoping that
sister.
Lynette would come here to Wanaka.
Judy
she had 1.
and
Yeah.
Joe.
Oh, kia ora, yeah. I've just got some messages back and they're going to get me their addresses. So I'll text them to you for their 3.
Thank you. Yep, we'll
Cool.
post them out. Yep.
And then because I'll do some ordering too. So if we want those brochures, we'll just go into the back and order them.
Yeah, I'll put the links actually down. I'm going to put the links in the chat right now for the 2
Awesome.
pages that we showed you. Let me just do that before I forget. Thanks for reminding
Right.
me. Okay, so here's the one for the brochures. Going in the chat right now. And of course, this will all be updated as we go. Oh, yeah, hang on to everyone in the meeting. That's brochures. And for your New Zealand resources, here it is. So make sure you copy those down and save them and use them. You can just access those resources anytime at that link. As we go through the month, we'll be fleshing that out. We'll be adding lots more. We've got some really great ones to put in. All about startup kits, everything about business or everything about basic stuff that customers might need to know, and brand new entrepreneurs all the same. So it's a lot of fun. Okay. Anybody else got anything final that they wanted to add?
I had a couple of questions in the chat about, this may be a stretch, but the idea of getting a block of rooms in where.
Oh, sorry, I was going to answer that. They're going to let us know about that, because generally when you hold an event at a place, they'll offer you some kind of discount. So it's just the problem over there in the Marriott is they haven't fully confirmed, the Marriott, the Pines, whether it was going to be at the Marriott or the Pines, but we were pushing for the Pines. And I just actually saw a message while we were in the meeting that they're trying to get the contracts together just to have a look, because we'll let you know as soon as possible.
Yep.
Awesome.
Amazing. Thanks everybody for joining us today, and yeah, lovely to have you all as part of our family. And keep in touch. Let us know if there's anything you want specifically, what more we can do to help. And yeah, let's get this thing rocking this year. So we've got March, April, May, June, 4 months, 4.5 months till the launch.
So I'd like to see, I know Sam, you asked about what happens at an event, but there's a lot of recognition. So you'll be recognized by the owners themselves, people that will, in fact, you reach pro and you get to come up and be recognized for what you do, right? So I think it's a great way to have an energization around some like-minded, beautiful people, and you'll get to talk to corporate, ask some questions, and so forth.
And there's lots of training. We have obviously open presentations, so you can invite your guests. So the key is really to try and get 5, 10, 20 guests, as many as you possibly can, to those open presentations. There'll be at least 2 in each venue. And if you've got people overseas in Australia near the Gold Coast, you can send them along. You don't even have to be there. We'll look after them for you. So it basically is just taking you to the next level about being involved, helping put Vidify on the map. I love about this opportunity that we're so brand new, that we help shape the culture. How is this going to move forward into the future? We're only a few months in, realistically. So we've got pre-launch until July, then we're officially open in New Zealand. We'll have New Zealand pricing. We've got all our New Zealand labeling now. Everything's there. So retailers can sell. It's fine. But it's the culture. It's what are we creating together as a group, and what opportunities can stem from that into Asia, into other markets, Europe, wherever. And what do we want to create? It's an unbelievable opportunity. And a product is really changing lives, Everybody who I see consistently coming onto the calls on a Monday night, who's been with us for a while, has a love affair with the product. It has great results, is passionate about the product and what it's doing for them and their loved ones. Yep, Jo?
I do have a request, please, and I thought I would offer it because I'm sure others might be thinking about it, is, can you two please give some time to doing a Zoom on helping us and all our members see how we can start now to get to the end of July, to get to those ranks, to be able to qualify as a regional founder.
Yes.
I'd really appreciate that if you could give a Zoom for that, and for all of our teams to come on and see the possibility for all of us to have that. As you said, it's never been done with any other network marketing company. It's amazing.
And it won't be, once we've reached that cutoff, it won't be available to Australian and New Zealanders again. It will be available to people in Singapore or Malaysia for the 12 months from opening. So we do have this limited time opportunity to become a regional founder, which means that you get to share in 0.5% of Australia and New Zealand annual sales, ongoing, like always. And as our sales start to increase and grow with the projections that we've been given, $100 million turnover we're looking at by 2025, you get to share in 0.5% of that. And then if you reach Diamond, you get not only that, but you get the global founder share on top of that, which is another share of 0.5% of global sales in the same year and every year ongoing. So this is, I think you're right, Jo. I think it is really it's the gift that everybody needs to be have the opportunity to evaluate and take a chance on, or say this is not for me, but it's too good to miss. So yes, I think you're right. We'll schedule that. When do you want it? Pick a day.
Would it be easier because everybody comes in on a Monday night call, that you replace the call to save adding?
Yeah.
And you do it on one of the Monday nights?
Yep. All right. Well, maybe not this one, the next one. That gives me time to prepare. Awesome.
Cool.
Amazing. Thanks, Jen.
So founder.
Yeah, thanks. So there's, Judy's noting that's $100 million global sales projection. So, it's the 0.5%. well worth doing. So I want to just also add, for coming to the soft launch, there's a really beautiful networking amongst our existing distributors. There's people that I met and now I'm working on, different Facebook lives with. There's synergies that arise. There's ideas that are born because you had a conversation and neither one of you might have had that idea before. It is something that I forgot to mention, and it's a big benefit. I also want to mention that I've noticed that when I traveled with my larger banner that I ordered from Jess, which I love, it's 2 meters long, I think, and 2 meters high. And how long is it, son? 800 only. Anyway, it was longer than, like, it's kind of almost like carrying a fishing rod. It packs up into this beautiful compact little case, but it was a little awkward. And I got a narrower one, which is like perfect and still quite a presence when you unfurl it as a banner. So when you're ordering, I just wanted to kind of pop that in there as a recommendation to consider. Am I going to travel with this by plane much? Am I going to mostly travel by car? I'd say on a banner, the bigger the better. There's not that much pricing difference, but there is, kind of a utilitarian thing.
Yeah, amazing.
The last thing for now that I wanted to say is one of the trainings, which we were really fortunate to do at the soft launch, was a focus with Rebecca on exactly what Joanne, you just asked. So we drew it out, the whole strategy about how to basically, effectively backcast that, which is what I'm sure you're going to do on this training. That was done in person in a group, and it's another one of those things for the launch to be present at and get the benefit of.
Absolutely, yeah.
The
And a
input
lot
I
of-
wanted to offer, oh, sorry, one sec.
No,
Last. One bit I would say is, if you're going to do this training, maybe you could consider having that training at 7 p.m. and not give up our 8 p.m. call slot, because that consistency for guests, I have noticed, it was ramping up momentum again, and I think that's going to keep being a help to the teams to keep
And
that
the
solid.
feedback was you did a stellar job on Monday. So
Oh, yay.
thanks for doing that. That's amazing.
Makes me happy.
And also
It's 'cause
just
I used your good work.
just to touch on too, at the events, there's a lot of networking, a lot of dinners, quite a bit of wine, lots of not bit of ideas sort of shared and thrown around, because it's amazing how many like-minded, people you meet that have a vision for something, different projects, different charitable, like philanthropic kind of ideas. So it's about, outside of Vidify, it's also community, and it's about creating new possibilities wherever they can be created. So we love that too.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, so yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you for the one.
Fantastic. All right,
Amazing.
guys. Well, thanks so much for sharing your time. Sorry we've gone over, but hopefully it was useful, helpful info. And yeah, we'll